To the survivors in the room, if you are willing, please stand. And if you are willing, please raise your hands if you have still not been able to meet with this Department of Justice. Please know for the record that every single survivor has raised their hand. Attorney General Bondi, you apologized to the survivors in your opening statement for what they went through at the hands of Jeffrey Epstein. Will you turn to them now and apologize for what your Department of Justice has put them through with the absolutely unacceptable release?
Tensions exploded during a House Judiciary Committee hearing when Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal directly confronted Attorney General Pam Bondi demanding she turn around and apologize to survivors of Jeffrey Epstein. What happened next brought the room to a standstill. At today's House Judiciary Committee hearing, Democratic Representative Pramila Jayapal of Washington sharply challenged Attorney General Pam Bondi over the Department of Justice's handling of recently released Epstein-related files. Jayapal began by acknowledging survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking network who were seated in the room. She praised their courage and then accused the Justice Department of failing to comply with the Epstein Files Transparency Act, legislation that required the disclosure of perpetrators' names while protecting the identities of survivors. According to Jayapal, the department allegedly redacted the names of certain powerful individuals and released documents, while failing to properly shield victims' personal information. She referenced an email allegedly sent by Epstein that included disturbing language. Initially, the recipient's name had been blacked out. However, following pressure from members of Congress, that name was later revealed publicly. Jayapal then claimed that in other documents, survivors' names, contact details, and even sensitive materials were not fully protected before release, raising serious concerns about privacy and re-traumatization. She stated that some survivors' families learned of their trafficking experiences only after the documents were made public. Turning toward the Attorney General, Jayapal made a direct appeal. She asked Bondi to physically turn toward the survivors in attendance and apologize for what she described as the department's mishandling of their information. The exchange quickly grew heated. Bondi attempted to respond by referencing prior administrations, but Jayapal interrupted, reclaiming her time and insisting that the question was about the current Justice Department's responsibility, not past leadership. The committee chair intervened multiple times as the back-and-forth escalated, with accusations of political theatrics and a cover-up echoing across the chamber. Jayapal concluded her remarks by accusing the department of continuing to obscure critical details surrounding Epstein's network, while the chair cut off her microphone as her allotted time expired. The hearing then shifted to other topics, but the clash left a lasting impression. This exchange highlights the ongoing political and legal battle over transparency in the Epstein investigation. Questions remain about how documents were handled, who was protected, and whether survivors received the safeguards promised under federal law. For the survivors in attendance, the moment was deeply personal. For lawmakers, it was a high-stakes confrontation over accountability. What do you think? Should the Department of Justice issue a formal apology to survivors? Was this political theater, or necessary accountability? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you want more in-depth coverage of major congressional hearings and breaking political moments, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update.